So on to Terry Rozier. So he is requesting the judge modify his conditions of his bond so he can return to the NBA. So Rozier, who was arrested by the FBI in October and faces charges of conspiracy to commit wire fraud, money laundering, and sports bribery as part of a wide-ranging illegal gambling ring, will be a free agent this summer. So an arbitrator also ruled that Rozier must forfeit most of his $26.6 million salary from the 2025 to 2026 season. So as we know, a lot of details in this case, but Mace, do you think he could make an NBA comeback? And if it were you, like if you're a GM, what would you need to see before offering somebody in that type of condition a contract?
It's sad when things like this happen because it's somebody like Rozier, you want to see him play as, I remember him being Scary Terry and what he was doing up there and in the Celtics and what he came down to Charlotte and was about to do. But I think when you get to that place where you're having this type of debacle, when we got federal agents involved, that's just not something you want in $1 billion business, right? So even though is nothing he can show me if I'm running a business, because I got to think about, will he bring more scrutiny and more charges to this team? It's just something you can't afford to take the risk on when you're dealing with big money. I wouldn't take the risk, you know what I'm saying? Especially, like, think of the team that he was playing on, Miami.
Yeah.
Do you think Pat Riley want to be in handcuffs? You think Suppostra want to be in handcuffs? No, they can't. They can't roll the dice on that. I remember a guy once told me, he said, you know what? If you put yourself in a position where I can't help you, don't get mad that I don't come back to help you. When you're dealing with people that are very strong financially, they don't have time to take that kind of risk.
Yeah, I think everything May said is on point, but I feel really bad because what if he's not guilty?
Yeah.
This is that shit where niggas is not innocent till proven guilty. You're guilty till proven innocent. So imagine all this shit goes on and niggas be like, nah, we got it fucked up. It wasn't, he wasn't even doing it. Now what? Your name is already smeared. They already forfeiting your money from 25, 26. Like, bro, y'all taking my money. And I'm just saying, I don't know if he's guilty or not. I'm just saying, let's just say, for the sake of the conversation, that he isn't guilty. Now, even if I get innocent, the name, you already smeared me, so people are not gonna want to take a chance on me. Like, yo, you come with problems. Yo, same way, like, right, when we had OJ on this show. He was found innocent. Some people didn't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So once your name is smeared out there, sometimes people in the public court of opinion are gonna have the perception of what they want to have the perception of. So as a businessman, though, if I'm a business, like Mace just said, I'm not taking a chance neither because it's just other shit that comes with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, now, and your phone is wiretap, killer.
Yeah, but I'm saying, I'm talking about if I'm in the NBA. Me personally, our show is based on taking chances with niggas. Nigga, OJ here, Maurice Clarett here, Mike Irvin coming through. These is all niggas that niggas tried to smear. And then we got a chance to show, see, look at the other side of the equation. Motherfucker, OJ is a great football analyst. Maurice Clarett, go to jail, come out. One of the great revival stories, or what, I don't know if I'm using the right word, one of the best.
Yeah, that's right.
Right, revival of somebody who was down on their story. NFL Network talking about they getting rid of Mike Irvin because he was talking to a female and they looked a little bit shicey. And he come, look, we the niggas who say, look, nigga, y'all niggas y'all spinning the story one way. We gonna show you the other side of the story and it's successful. So I'm talking about if I'm in the NBA, I don't know if I'm taking this chance on him. I'm talking about if he was innocent afterwards. But for me, I think it's always great redemption. If I could say it, talking about Cameron as not working with $1 billion corporation like the NBA, I'm talking about individually. Sit down, hear your story, and believe you when you telling me this. But if I sit there and go to the tapes and be like, yo, why you subbing yourself out with 38 minutes left to go in the game? Y'all seen the tape, bro. There was no reason for that. I can't work with it. Like, cause you like now you playing in my face, boss. Can't go.
And if you lying, that's what I don't like is lying. Right?
Yeah, because we the type of niggas that be like, nah, I hear you. But let me, explain this right here. What happened right here? Because I'm gonna have the tape ready. Yo, what happened right here on this play? Why you subbing yourself out and won't go back in? Tendinitis. Yeah, all right.
You want to give the benefit of the doubt, though, because there's like different tiers of offenses that I feel like are considered extreme in the league and then like not as extreme. And I don't exactly know what that threshold is because it's a range and there's always a new problem. So I don't know.
It's that.
There's a range of things. There's a range of offenses. Sometimes it's like, okay.
Let me tell you what I learned.
Okay, yes. Let me hear this.
Let me tell you what I learned. You know why you don't get the benefit of the doubt?
I feel like I know what you're going to say, but you could say it.
There's no benefit in doubting.
Yeah. That is like glued to my brain. Like there's certain quotes that y'all say, that's one of them.
Yeah, there's no benefit of the doubt.
And you're right.
Because if you think he stole, you're going to treat him like he stole. If you think he's lying, you're going to treat him like he's lying. There's no benefit in a doubt.
So how are you supposed to get out of that though? Like that's really the main thing. Like once that happens, how are you supposed to basically clear your name and, like your image? What can you do that actually works?
Yeah, that's why when they prove that you're innocent, you're supposed to sue because it has taken monies and finances away from you, right? So let's say his name is cleared. He has every right to come back and sue because there's for the monies that were taken out of his check, the salaries he had to forego, the deals that it may have cost him, and the suffering of his name and potential deals that he could have possibly had. That all have to be repaid and reimbursed. That's why they call it pain and suffering. Because if you suffered these things and you could prove that I was making these amount of millions a year and now I don't have that, somebody got to make that right and make that whole again. That's what the court system is for.
Yeah. But also, I don't know, it fails a lot of people at the same time. I'm a little about these situations because you just, I don't know.
Yeah, like the same thing happened with Kaepernick. That's what happened with Kaepernick, right? They put him in that space where they put his name in that particular area, and then no teams wanted to mess with him.
Yeah.
I don't know whatever happened to that, but he definitely lost a lot of money.
Yeah. Well, to add to this conversation, because we have another kind of scenario, but it's for a different reason. This is why I was saying tiers. So an arrest warrant has been issued for Brandon Aiyuk. All I can think of is Otis saying Aiyuk. But after a YouTube video posted to his account shows him driving a Cadillac CT5E Blackwing at up to 111 miles per hour. So this was posted on his YouTube channel. He's accused of engaging in the misdemeanor of exhibition of speed on a highway. So this kind of ties both of these topics together. But Mace, how much should off-court issues affect a player's employment opportunities? And then thoughts on Aiyuk, basically, because the YouTube video was recorded by him. So thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think the NBA as well as the NFL has things in place that says as a football player, especially because it's such a contact sport, there's certain things that you shouldn't be doing while being paid as an NFL player. I remember this happened with a fellow analyst or, great analyst over at ESPN, Jason Williams. They had it in his contract. He shouldn't be on this motorcycle. And it came out that he was on a motorcycle. So I know that NFL has to have this when it comes to NFL players. And when you're driving 111 miles per hour, just driving super fast when I was like 19 or something. I forgot how old I was, 19 or 20. And they wanted to take the car. They wanted to send me to jail. I mean, not just a ticket, but send you to jail. They call that reckless driving or reckless endangerment when you're driving that fast. I never drove that fast again, but that day I really remember that. So he was going faster than I was going. I was over the Chesapeake Bridge. I was flying. But then when I thought about it, I was doing about 90. But that was my first BMW. I wanted to see how fast it go. But he was doing 111.
Yeah.
If he would have hit just a bump, that car would have flew in a different direction. So that was very dangerous. I don't know what's gonna come out of it, but he definitely got to chill out on that.
I drive fast when I want. My car's got 225 on the dash. I ain't in the NFL.
That was like the most honest take.
But Mace is right. He's 100% right. I used to drive fast too. Thank God I've never been in an accident. Like, I really be skeptical of my son drive. My two best friends outside of Mace died in car accidents. Both of them. In car accidents. So you gotta be careful. With that being said, Mace hit the nail that the NFL has rules and they know your habits before they draft you or before you go to a team, and they put certain stipulations in place. I don't know if he is even violating team conduct rules or NFL rules, but this isn't his first video doing that. I don't know if I showed the video on this show or if it was on Talk with Flea, but I showed a video of Brandon Aiyuk when he didn't want to be on the 40-yard islands anymore, and the team was having a meeting, and he drove past the team meeting. When he drove past the stadium where they was having a team meeting with a 49ers play, doing 108 miles per hour, zooming past the 49ers stadium.
Yep.
And he's supposed to be in there for a team meeting, but he was doing shit to not get traded. Now, they probably seen that video before and you're still doing it. You ain't got nobody to blame but yourself, because even if you want to drive fast, right, or whatever, it's no need to post everything. Everything's in a post everything era. What are you proving? That your car goes 110 miles per hour and now you have a warrant? Do I think he'll get in a bunch of trouble behind it? But no, it could be a headache. They could be like, okay, come turn yourself in. We'll let you out in 72 hours. If he can't get out immediately, now you probably got to go take a class, pay a fine, all this shit because you posted. Now, Mace made some great points. It's not only that, it's very dangerous, but whatever. Not saying whatever to Mace, but I'm saying more than that, you didn't probably have to go through this if you didn't post it.
Yeah.
Everything is not for everybody. And I think the professional athletes sometimes believe, not even sometimes, because they ain't just athletes. Some people believe that they bigger than the program because of their celebrity or their star or whatever. Same way like we talk about athletes, nigga, you're like, man, they gonna figure a way for me out to pass these classes. I'm good, man. I'm talking about not professional when you're trying to be professional. You got Dexter Manley, fucking college graduate and best football player ever, and he can't read or write. And some people think that they could get there above the program. And Aiyuk, me personally, I believe that he just shouldn't have posted it.
Yeah. Or you can post the car. But I'm not gonna lie, like when we got to drive your cars, I was definitely posting in the car. I'm like, I get it's not post everything, but yes, if I'm driving a nice car or I'm in a nice car, I'm finna post it. I don't care.
No, absolutely. I'm not no disrespect. You can post my cars. You can definitely post the car, but what I'm saying, you're posting breaking the law.
Yeah, that's correct.
That's what I'm trying to say.
There's a difference.
You're breaking the law. Like that girl, Shakira, if I'm not mistaken, the Olympic girl, should they be running fast? Sha'Carri Richardson, right? That's her name, right?
Yes.
Yeah. She went to jail for driving 100 and something miles per hour. And they was like, Cole, you want to call? She's like, no, I was trying to get here. I was trying to get there. No, please, and they took her to jail. And you got other people like Vince McMahon doing fucking 120, and he actually crashes and don't go to jail.
Yeah.
So it's different rules for different people. But I will say this, for people that don't know, Florida, they just changed the rule. If you're driving over 100 miles per hour in the state of Florida, there's no conversation. And you get caught, you're going to jail. That's just that. So I didn't know if you're in Florida and you don't know the new law or wasn't aware of this law, because I know I used to drive on the turnpike from Orlando to Miami all the time. I'm like, we definitely doing a buck and more because it don't really be that crowd on the turnpike. 100 miles or over and you get caught in Florida, you're going to jail. Heads up, just so y'all know if y'all there.
Also a good thing to note, because even in this case, I feel like a lot of people don't know. Like even me being from Florida, I would never know that. Granted, I'm not going over 100 because as I get older, I don't like the thrill. I don't like to, I don't like people speeding and racing. I don't even like roller coasters. I like my 2 feet on the ground and being safe. So just if you are gonna, I'm not even saying if you're not gonna do that, just be careful, okay? Everybody should value their lives, please. Mace, did you have a note about this before we move on? Sounded like you did.
Oh, no, I'm cool.
Cool. Okay, so on to a comment from Bengals wide receiver Andre Chavez. So he talked about online criticism bothering him during the season. He said, last year, I felt like I was in my head a little bit. I had those drops in those games that people were telling me to kill myself. I've never had that type of stuff happen to me before. So it got to my head a little bit. When your DMs are flooded with people telling you to kill yourself, it makes me angry. So obviously we know the power of social media nowadays and how, I will say, emotionally invested people get in people's lives, right? Mace, why do you think people care so much about comments from people that they don't know? And if they do, how are they supposed to kind of move on from that? This is kind of like a learning lesson here.
I think the internet actually, when it comes to very popular sites like Instagram and TikTok and different places, Twitter, I think they got to start putting some safety guidelines, some more safety guidelines in there just to protect people. I think it's time to do an analysis on what the brain can handle, right? I think when it comes to people, that the natural brain is not prepared to handle as much pressure as social media put on some people's brain. Like I think Cam, every other artist from New York, that some of us are anomalies, but this type of pressure really crumbles a lot of people. And I think that we're seeing that in real time. Like people read through 1 million great comments and answer the negative ones, right? So there's something about those negative comments. It'll be like everybody like, yo, Murder, you did your thing. Make sure you did your thing. Da. And one person like, man, y'all still checking for this nigga? And then that just one post right there will mean more than the million of comments that were good. And I think that's something to think about as well. So I think they just got to put something in there, or people just got to look past it. But I don't think the natural brain has proven with the case study of what we've seen and people just all around the world that they're able to handle that negative scrutiny that constantly come through social media. I think it's beginning to bring out the worst in people. Like we're at a place where trolling is now a new hobby. It's a new job. It's like people are on social media just trolling because they can make money at doing it. It's now a money-making job. So it's definitely something we got to do something about it.
My thing is, yo, you want to be tortured. You know you dropped them passes. You know you fucked the game up, and you go look. Let me see what they gonna say. You know what they gonna say, nigga. The fuck you talking about? Yo, niggas kill me. I wouldn't go on social media. I'm turning this shit off. I fucked up everything. What do you dropped the pass? What do you get that?
Yeah, he dropped a couple of passes.
And what, playoffs or some shit?
No, just some games. So they just kept going on him, yeah.
Yo, bro, they do this without social media. Social media is just a quicker way for you to know about it. I remember OJ, I know we talking about OJ RP a lot today on the show. They talking about how they're gonna kick the kicker ass in the ball. They're gonna fuck him up physically. This is sports, man. People are emotionally invested. As cities, as loyal to our fans, cities are packed. This teams are passed down the generation. I remember watching the little Jets fan, and the Jets fan was leaving the arena. He's like, they Jets was like 1-16. He said, how you feel about the season? He said, look, I'm a Jets fan, but I'm not happy about it. I was born into this. He was 13 and depressed. He was upset. Visibly, nigga said he was born into the shit. He was mad. Yo, bro, stop watching shit when you know shit bad. Nigga like, I dropped these passes, I fucked up. Let me see the worst shit that's gonna be said about me. We wanna kill you, nigga. Why would you say that? Yo,
not to mention he messed the parlay up.
Yeah, my nigga, don't look.
People were serious about that.
Yeah, don't look. You know you didn't do good. Don't look. You know, sometimes before we started doing sports stat mace, when I used to really be loving football like that or basketball or whatever, like emotionally involved, if my team didn't win, I wouldn't watch Sports Center all week. And I'm not even playing. I don't hear what the fuck they gotta say about my niggas, man. I'm not even playing and I'm not watching. Niggas want to torture themselves, mental torture. I'll say this much, right? They interviewed Jalen Brunson the other night. And they asked him, this is before game one, they asked him, what do you guys hear about the outside noise? He said, I don't know. We've been off social media the last month. We're not even on social media. Imagine if you had to deal that roller coaster when you're playing good, not playing good. Do you keep worrying about what niggas saying? And that's why Knicks may be mentally locked in more than anybody else because they're not listening to outside noise. He said, I don't know, I haven't been on social media for the last couple of months. And he's killing. He's a nigga that actually should be going to social media and see what the nigga's saying about him. And he's still not going. All I can say is niggas like abuse if that's the shit that you're doing. After you know you fucked up.
Well, also, to Mesa's point too, because you can't change the algorithm. Like, it's like, as soon as you go on, like, I'm at the point now, like, if I log into Instagram, it's gonna be sports or it's gonna be clothes. Like, so for him, obviously, like, being a player, I bet, like, just immediately, even if you're not checking your DMs, they, like, throw that in your face. And we're at the point where it's like, we were never supposed to have this much access to people. Even just the fact that people can just send you a DM from anywhere across the world or message you or leave a comment. It's just like, even if you're trying to ignore it, it's like thrown into your face. And I think we have this responsibility as like public figures. It's like, we have to be the bigger person. But it's like, who said, like, what if I don't want to be the bigger person? But it's like, you have to be the bigger person because at the end of the day, we know that we have more to lose. So the whole thing is kind of like, messed up because the people who are mainly getting the hate comments obviously are public figures, athletes, musicians, all those things.
Disagree with what
really?
you're saying. Yes.
I feel like it's worse.
I feel like what you're saying is an option. It's a million things you could do besides go on social media. Go on motherfucking read a book. Go to Google. Go watch the TV. Like what you're saying is because you grew up in it and I get it.
Yeah.
That it's an automatic gotta go to social media. When it's a million other things you could do besides go to social media. So the first thing you said was, it's like the algorithm with a stop paying, don't go to the algorithm. Why would you go to the algorithm?
You're saying don't touch Instagram, don't touch TikTok, don't touch Twitter, don't touch YouTube.
It's a bunch of other, yes, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, and this is such a great thing to hear this from you. No, this is dope, not in a bad way. Because it goes to show, what else would we do if we don't do that? That's the vibes you're giving me. If we don't check Instagram and Snapchat and Facebook and Twitter, what else does life have to offer for us? We gotta do that. That's the vibes you're giving me.
You want mindless? No, this is true. This is one of our first arguments. Yeah. You want mindless scrolling. Like, I don't want it to be attached to anything. Like, yes, I could read a book, but like, if I'm just thinking,
I'm exaggerating saying read a book. But
no, but like now I'm actually asking, like, if I'm a football player and I just had a game and I gotta take a flight back home and I know that I was ass in my last game, what am I gonna do? I would love to just scroll and look at mindless things. If I can't do that, like, aside, yes, I know a book, if like you said, a book is an exaggeration.
Right.
But I'm like, what? Like, I know I'm showing my age, but I'm like, literally, what? Like, we gotta play cards? Like, what are we gonna do to like pass the time?
Play Candy Crush.
That's it.
Candy Crush? I don't even have games on my phone. That's I'm like, I don't know what I would do if I want to mindlessly scroll. I would have to watch a show.
That's crazy.
I don't even watch shows. All I watch is sports and anime, bro.
Sad, man.
That's it.
Sad the nigga gotta force themselves to be tortured if they have that because they have no other source of entertainment that they could find. And this is great to hear. I love that you told me this because you're like, nigga, what else I'm gonna do? We gotta go scroll. We gotta a book. What are you talking about? A book? Dinosaur? You wanna read a book, nigga? That's really great to know, man. That you have. Not saying from you. I'm just saying the generation. Like, nigga, that's what we got. We got
Stat.
I need to do a poll to my followers and be like, so
Stat, you don't have books on your phone?
Books? I have physical books. But I don't read books. I don't like reading books on my phone. Like, that just is not fun for me. Like, I have physical books, and the only book that I read on my phone is the Bible. Like, that's the only book on my phone. I don't have ebooks.
You got audio book? No audio books?
No. That's why I'm like really sitting here trying to think because Cam's asking like, what would you do? I'm like,
she don't even watch TV.
I don't watch TV.
That's the point. So this is all that she does. Like, I was going to bring that up. I'm like, you don't even watch TV.
Yeah, I don't watch TV. I don't watch shows. I don't watch reality. If I watch a movie, I go to the movie. So if it's not in theaters, it's real rare that I seen it. I'll watch my animes because they're 20 minutes, my attention span. And that's the Gen Z thing too. Our attention span is really lost. Like, I can't watch a long video. Like, it's just not gonna work for me.
You saw Michael Jackson? You saw the movie Michael Jackson?
Yeah, I did. Oh. I had to go see that. So yeah, like I said, if it's a movie in theater, I'm gonna go. Or if it's a game, yes. If it's not that, it's real rare you're gonna get me to watch. I'm not gonna. And I feel like I speak for a lot of Gen Z. Some people like to watch shows a lot.
But see, that's a great point, Mace, right? That you're online. Like, think about this, right? This is where we're at in society, or from a Gen Z point of view. That you gotta go online and care what niggas think or what niggas is saying. Let me see what people are talking about. Let me see what's going on. And to me, I believe that's why a lot of people, not talking about stat, people don't even really have opinions no more, bro. It's like, yo, this what niggas like? I like it too. Oh, this is what's going on? I'm gonna go with it too. So you really being judged on your real authentic opinion because some people don't like to look bad. Some people are like, nah, I can't do this. It's gonna look, if I go against this opinion, then people are gonna go start dissing me. I doubt we get to this today, and I'm not saying I agree or disagree with what Boosie said, because I know we have it on the topic, and we talking about Caleb Williams on the cover, and I guess we talk about it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams on the cover of Madden, and Boosie had a real strong opinion about it. And they all in his comments, against him, this and that third. Boosie, I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. Another person might have folded. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, it's 3,000 DMs of hate. Let me change my opinion before I get a monstrous amount of hate and they're just gonna attack me through the phone. Like, Boosie's like, I don't give a fuck, this is my opinion, and we'll visit it tomorrow. We'll have a long conversation about it. But you got niggas who don't give a fuck what the rest of the world think. It's like nigga hit me, right? We was talking about earlier, Mason, nigga like, yo, Cam, don't celebrate us with the Knicks. I enjoy not agreeing with people. I enjoy being, every movie got a bad guy, nigga. I like playing the role, nigga. I'm not here to be nobody's friend. I got my friends, and I'm cool with that, my nigga. I'm not here to make your friends. I'm not here for my opinion to be swayed. I'm not here because you think one way and 20,000 other niggas think the one way, then I'm gonna think the way that y'all niggas is thinking. No, I can't. I can't live my life like that. I just can't, my nigga. And I'm not gonna be swayed by what niggas think. I'm really gonna go the other way type nigga. If everybody going right, I really gotta go left. I just can't. I really can't do it. I just can't do it, man. I can't, yo. I can't, man. So sorry to interrupt.
No, this is a dope discussion. We'll have to continue it because I do want to go on his comments, like speak on his comments and speak about Caleb Williams and then just the disparities in generations and things too. I think it's an overall dope discussion.
No, it's really dope because it's just good to know. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't get mad at you because you grew up with social media.
Yeah, like that's all we had. Like that's why I had a life where I didn't have to ever see people's because I really don't. Like, I just do my thing. I didn't have to see people's comments. But then obviously when you put yourself in a position where you're commentating everybody has comments about what you had to say. I'm like, whoa, I'm not used to this. And you can ignore it, but if I want to scroll, like I said, and look at my cooking videos or look at these clothes, it's going to pop up. It's like, dang, you can't even filter it out. So literally it is what it is.
No, that's the
It is what it
thing.
is.
Sad. If you don't watch it, it won't show up for the next 30 days. So you got to bypass some stuff.
And
that's how the algorithm works.
That's a great point, Mace, because you don't have to stop when you're scrolling to pay attention to it.
Yeah.
You see, like, man, let me keep going. You know how many times I see that shit? Like you said, some shit will pop up and you'd be like, it's negative. Be like, I'm not even gonna get myself in the mood. I'm gonna keep going. I ain't gonna do it to myself for us.
Yeah. Well, great discussion.
Yeah, absolutely.
To be continued, y'all. But that is all the time that we have for today. Thank y'all for watching. And as always, it is what it is.
There's no benefit in doubting. Write that one down too. That's staying in rotation for a while. And Aiyuk really recorded himself doing 111 and posted it himself. Nobody made him do that. That's not entrapment. That's a confession with a filter on it. But real talk. The stat conversation hit different today. No books, no shows, no audiobooks, just scrolling. And instead of dragging her for it, it turned into something real about what this generation's actually dealing with. Jalen Brunson stayed off social media for a month, and look how the Knicks been playing. That's not a coincidence, and everybody in that room knew it. We didn't even get through everything today. Caleb Williams on the Madden cover, Bowie's take, all of that is still coming. Tomorrow's conversation is going to build right off this one. Drop a comment. Are you a stat or are you a book person? Be honest. Like the video. This one had jokes, and it had some real stuff too. That's rare. Subscribe. Tomorrow we finish what we started. As always, it is what it is.